Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song.
All right, so here we are, right now, Jason is driving us back. G'day, mate. We are trying to get back to Bear Creek. We are currently in Australia. Jeremy is in the back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jason's got to concentrate.
This is 60 News at 6, and I'm your anchor, James LaRooney.
And I'm your co-anchor, Bill D. Buttercups.
Top stories today.
Tons of assassinations. Countless assassinations. JFK was just killed. Lee Harvey Oswald, that's John F. Kennedy, was just killed.
JFK.
Lee Harvey Oswald, which has people asking, where's Waldo? Where is he?
In other news, we have Martin Luther King, MLK, the leader of the civil rights movement for African Americans. Junior, thank you. After his I Have a Dream speech, who was just assassinated by James Earl Ray, a hardcore redneck from Memphis. Memphis!
And it seems the black leaders are taking a lot of hits. The civil rights is going down the tubes, as we can clearly see, because Malcolm X was also assassinated by the Nation of Islam in New York. What a travesty.
Truly, such a shame.
What a shame. Let's just jump from that right into technology. What do you have to say?
Well, we do have the very first video game created, and that is Space Wars.
For you hardcore gamers out there, Space Wars. Now, the technology market is booming. So, let's get out there to Johnny Will D in the field.
Oh, hi, sir. What do you got there?
Oh, I got some milk and eggs.
Oh, wow. So what are those things running for nowadays?
Milk right here is about 30 cents a gallon, and these eggs, a dozen, is about 60 cents. Pretty cheap.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. So, what about the soda there? I see you had some soda. What is that for about a sit-down?
A sit down, you'll be paying a dime for this, your initial glass, and then every refill will be a nickel or so.
Oh, wow. Well, the economy is booming, so what are you thinking about the economy
I'm
nowadays?
thinking gas is pretty cheap, around 50 cents per gallon, so I can go a lot of places. And it wouldn't surprise me if the economy is going great right now.
Yeah, the home market and technology market are really booming nowadays.
Wow.
Unemployment happens to be below 5%, and annual GDP is over 9 billion.
9 billion.
Annually,
Wow.
yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Johnny, for the interview. Welcome back, America. This is Wayne Williams and Ron Burgundy.
Wow, eggs for 60 cents. The economy must be booming.
Speaking of eggs, Will Chamberlain dropped the Uno and double egg. How do you feel about that, Wayne?
This is a magical moment. I may have just wet myself, Ron.
As have I. Speaking of magical moments, Bill Mazeroski of the Pirates hit a walk-off home run to end the World Series, the first of its kind.
Now on to tennis for an interview on the field.
So I'm here with James Whitaker, a local sports fanatic and an analyst for the New York Daily Bugle. We are here at Arthur Ashe Stadium on a very windy day. So James, generally speaking, how do you feel about sports these days?
Sports has been a great deal in my life. I really love sports, from tennis to basketball to football to baseball to any sports. I live for sports, and sports is my life.
Oh, absolutely. Who is your favorite football team?
Well, I really do like the Philadelphia Eagles with their recent win in the NFL Championship.
Oh yeah, great win.
I thought it was greatly amazing.
All right, on the topic of baseball, what do you feel about the World Series between the Pirates and Yanks?
It was a gruesome 5-game series between the Pirates and the Yankees. I thought it was amazing when Bill Mazeroski hit that home run to end the World Series, naming that the first home run to ever end one World Series.
An absolutely magical moment. Speaking of magical moments, what was your reaction to Will Chamberlain's 100-point game?
Will Chamberlain is just an amazing player. A black American player, so very tall. He can dunk on any little white folk out there. I thought he could easily have shot 150 points in the paint.
All right. And what we really want to know now, James, how much do you love tennis?
Tennis is a new sport to me, and I have completely fallen in love with the sport of tennis.
As have I.
And we are on the very court where Neil Frazier has won the U.S. Open, which was an amazing, amazing event.
All right, we're going to cut to some players now. Scrimmaging, just practicing.
So as you can see, we have two males demonstrating the sport of tennis. Sorry for that. I'm very nervous because I love these two players very, very much. And these two players, as you can see, are wearing very athletic attire, both wearing shorts. And as you can see, he has just lost with a forehand to the net. and you can see the intensity of this game.
This game is so very intense. Tennis, a gentleman's sport.
Wow. Now that was some amazing stuff out there. You see the way they were? It was crazy. I could never do it. Wait! Get up! Get up! That is a nice tie.
Well, thank you, Buttercups.
That is a really. You know what? Speaking of that, fashion has played a great part in today's society. As a matter of fact, as you can see, I'm working on my mop top. Yeah. So fashion, sexual revolution, it's all come together. This is 60s, baby. So, we've got a professional out in the field. Let's head out to him.
You're here with Barry, the fashionista, and I'm here to talk about an era of tight clothing, dangerous fit. Here we go, let's get started right out of the gate with our first model. As you can see, he's got the tight shirt. Jimi Hendrix, this is what it's all about. The icons rule. His jeans, nice and tight, to show off that perfect man body. Okay, so, as you can see with that model, it was tight fit. It was dangerous. What we've got to talk about when we get to the ladies. You got the mini skirts, the tight clothing, the swimwear. They were wearing bikinis, for God's sakes. So let's get to our next model. Another man hunk. As you can see, he's got the V-neck. You can credit that one to Valentino. He's got the tight pants as well. The amazing guns. Now, as you can see, he's showing off a lot more than they did before. That's what the 60s is all about. Sexual revolution, baby. Okay, back to the ladies. Fortunately, we have none here. Ew, gross. So, talking about them, you got the go-go boots. You got the nice little ponytail. Get the curl. Nice little socks up nice and high. All right, so let's bring back the last of our wares. As you can see, bring out our model. Tight, dangerous. Dangerous as you can get.
Aren't those miniskirts sexy, James? Those skirts are pretty sexy, Rob. You know, it really gets me going on those big old go-go boots. And that's our newscast today, America. This is 60s News at 6. I'm Ron Burgundy. James LaRooney.
This place is disgusting.
I hate my job.
I really hate what we do here. You guys have
So
any weed?
unprofessional.
I got it right here with
Who
me.
has hard liquor?
Do you have any weed?
I got the marijuana.
I need some weed. Here you go. Thank you.
This is vlog 2.
Alright, so this is same day.
Taylor
We
May.
got to the parking structures. You can see around the top floor. You know, got all these buildings here. You got the church over here. We got main basis. We got Taylor May Nguyen right here. Finally with us now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're about to get our video started. You know, Ryan's got to change to his shorts. I mean, we're all dressed up. We're all ready to go. You know, now we're just playing around, kind of. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? No, I'm just playing. We ain't no fighters, but yeah, you know, there's Ryan. Just getting his cargo shorts on, making some last preparations before we get this video started. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, let's get this video started.
All right.
If you are what you say you are, a hit star, then have no fear. Change is here, counterculture's begun, and the 60s are on.
Yeah, step into my DeLorean, let's take a ride. History embedded in lines, I'll show you where I've been, who I am and what I defy. But to see the real picture, scripture must enter your mind. They said we couldn't do it in Nam, give it to democracy, give the whole culture to a mockery, give them dead bodies for their property. They said Oswald was the only one, but it wasn't him to catch flame. Started from the Beatles to the Rolling Stones, but whatever happened to the psychedelic rock, it's like a pin up a pop, all the way to the moon, we were hand in hand, celebrating to the alien feet, but we still couldn't make ends meet. Woodstock was whole name gaining acclaim, while I'm on my way to new heights of fame.
If you are what you say you are, a hit star, then have no fear. Change is here, counterculture's begun, and the 60s are on, yeah.
It's a fresh school, young fools, no straight with their words like, hey, F you. Most of them went to Berkeley, a damn good school. Some are of love when hippies made their debut. 67 SF, smoking weed all day. Be sure to wear flowers in your hair is what they say. New York Woodstock music made them hippies sweat. 69 having sex, hey bitch look away hot. Get it? Didn't mean to be rude. We were staring at my crotch like I was in the nude. Oh, sorry, didn't know you were high. Jimmy puts out real music, I'm like bye bye bye.
If you are what you say you are, a hit star, then have no fear. Change is here, counterculture's begun, and the 60s are on, yeah.
Hey yo, it's been 5 score, finally there's a Civil Rights Act of 64. Freedom's bound to ring when the Black Panthers start to sing. The truth be told, in the South there's a stranglehold. Aside from Malcolm X's text, Martin Luther King's peaceful protest, the Crow laws still stand outside of Canadian reprimand. Yeah, the land, it's the land of the free, it's the grand elite, stalls and cans, the change that began, Rosa Parks and stand. Yeah, black power for the black man, that's what I said.
If you are what you say you are, a hit star, then have no fear. Change is here, counterculture's begun, and the 60s are on,
yeah. Yo, here we go, dropping some lines like I'm dropping some dimes in the NBA, like Timberland playing in the post, beasting on all the white little folks. Can't take away the record, he said. Pride could have hit 120, I bet. Haha, just like our Olympic track team, gathering the girls that just seemed all unreal because we can't believe that a girl with polio would be such a beast. All these athletes doing the thing, being the best that they can never be. Just like Maris from the Yanks, passing Babe Ruth through the ranks, sitting at top that 61. No one else can top that one.
if you are what you say you are, a hit star, then have no fear. Change is here, counterculture's begun, and the 60s are on, yeah. If you are what you say you are, a hip star, then have no fear. Change is here, counterculture's begun, and the 60s are on, yeah.
Hell yes!